Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is quarterfinals time. That's right, it's Stryker versus Lima Shawnee. I think we better get ready for a little bit of neural ninjutsu. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. It is quarterfinal time, and it is Stryker versus Lima Shawnee. Let's meet our teams. For Stryker, led by Coach Yoder. In slot number 1, we have Hunter, a sophomore. In slot number 2, we have Matthias, a senior. And in slot number 3, we have Jesse, a junior. Now for Lima Shawnee, led by Coach Young. In slot number 1, we have Shashank, a senior. In slot number 2, we have Andrew, also a senior. And in slot number 3, it's 3 seniors. That's right, it's Sala, a senior in slot number 3. All right, welcome to BGSU Brain Game. We're going to start things as we always do in our toss-up round. In this round, there are 10 questions. They're worth 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer, so you can play a little bit looser on your buzzers. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Lima Shawnee, Stryker, are you ready? Here we go. In the popular video game system Roblox, what is the digital currency called? That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew?
Robux.
They are indeed Robux. Among the demographic labels given to various generations, including Gen X and Gen Y, what title is given to those born from approximately 1946 to 1964? That would be Lima Shawnee. Shashank?
Baby boomers.
They are indeed the baby boomers. Considered the turning point in the Revolutionary War, the Battle of Saratoga and its victory for the Patriots resulted in which European nation agreeing to formally? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala?
France.
France, that is correct. In 1912, Japan gave 3,000 trees to the U.S. to symbolize the friendship between the two countries. These trees were planted in Washington, D.C. What kind of trees? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala?
Bonsai trees.
Incorrect. What kind? That would be Stryker. Hunter?
Cherry blossom.
Correct. This British physicist was born the year Galileo died. His second law of motion can be represented. That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew?
Isaac Newton.
Sir Isaac Newton, correct. In addition to his red sandstone creation, Lion of Belfort, this French sculptor is best known for his creation of the Statue of Liberty. Who is he? Time. Frederick Bartholdi is what we needed there. Complete the comparison. Zeus is to Jupiter as Ares is to? That would be Stryker. Matthias?
Mars.
Mars is correct. In this novel by Orson Scott Card, government agencies breed child geniuses, and that would be Stryker. Jesse?
Ender's Game.
Ender's Game is what we're looking for, correct. When a musician plays all of the music on the program, but the audience claps so loud and so long that another piece of music is played, what is this additional? Stryker. Hunter?
Encore.
Encore, correct. What economic situation related to a commodity reflects a lack of available product sufficient to meet the market's demand? The correct response begins with the letter S. That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew?
Scarcity.
Scarcity is what we were looking for there, correct. That is all 10 questions in this round. Let's take a look at our score. Stryker, 40 points. Lima Shawnee, 50 points. Very close competition indeed. Stick around. Risk and reward is coming up next. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. It is Stryker 40, Lima Shawnee 50 points. Looks like we have a substitution for Stryker in slot number 1. We have Aaron, a freshman. Welcome to you, and welcome to all of our returning players from the last round. It's risk and reward time. Both teams are going to get this chance at the same 10 questions. The first 9 are 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer. The 10th question is the risk and reward question. We're going to give you a topic. You can risk up to 30 of your points in 5-point increments on that topic. Get it right, you get whatever you risked. Get it wrong, you lose whatever you risked. If you don't like it, you can simply pass and walk out with your 9 questions in your back pocket. All right, Stryker, 40, Lima Shawnee, 50. Lima Shawnee sticking around. Stryker, right this way. Off to isolation you go. All right, Lima Shawnee, are you ready for your risk and reward round?
Yep.
Here we go. When a trial is changed from one locale to another, usually to avoid bias in the population due to news coverage, it is called a change of what? That would be Andrew.
Venue.
Venue is correct. Multiple choice. Cuba is the largest and westernmost island of the West Indies. In what year did Cuba become a communist nation? Is it A, 1957, B, 1959, or C, 1960? That would be Sala.
1959.
1959 is correct. C.S. Lewis, a prolific writer and Oxford Don, who wrote a series of children's books about a magical kingdom ruled by a lion. Name this series. That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Chronicles of Narnia.
Correct. Cryptic coloration helps protect many animal species from predators. What is the more common term for use of color to hide? That would be Sala.
Camouflage.
Correct. Among products recycled in the United States, which one is recycled at the greatest rate according to statistical data collected by the government? 88% of waste from this source is reprocessed, far outdistancing rates for glass, paper, and other materials. Is it aluminum or steel? That would be Sala.
Aluminum.
Incorrect, it's steel. In human beings, this compound accounts for approximately 1/2 of a person's body weight and is known by the acronym TBW. Identify this substance. That would be water. This type of medieval architecture is characterized by flying buttresses and gargoyles. Identify this style that is also the name for it. That would be Shashank.
Gothic.
Correct. When Melville's Bartleby doesn't want to do what his boss tells him, what does he say? Would you like to know?
Sure.
I'd prefer not to. That's what he said. See what I did? Okay. Henry Fleming is the protagonist of what novel? That would be Andrew.
Great Expectations.
Incorrect. The Red Badge of Courage. Risk and reward time. The topic is U.S. rivers.
20. Let's do 20.
20 points? All right. U.S. rivers, 20 points. What 2 rivers join in Pittsburgh to form the Ohio River?
It's probably the Ohio and another river.
Time. The Allegheny and the Monongahela River is what we needed there. Negative 20 points for you, and that is the end of the risk and reward round for Lima Shawnee. Lima Shawnee, that way to you for isolation. All right, let's bring back in Stryker. Come on in, Stryker. All right, Stryker, you ready for your risk and reward round? All right, here we go. When a trial is changed from one locale to another, usually to avoid bias in the population due to news coverage, it is called a change of what? Time, venue. Multiple choice. Cuba is the largest and westernmost island of the West Indies. In what year did Cuba become a communist nation? Is it A, 1957, B, 1959, or C, 1960? That would be Jesse.
B.
B is correct, 1959. C.S. Lewis, a prolific writer and Oxford Don, wrote a series of children's books about a magical kingdom ruled over by a lion. Name this series. That would be Matthias.
The Chronicles of Narnia.
Correct. The Chronicles of Narnia. Cryptic coloration helps protect many animal species from predators. What is the more common term for use of color to hide? That would be Jesse.
Camouflage?
Camouflage is correct. Among products recycled in the United States, which one is recycled at the greatest rate according to statistical data collected by the government? 88% of waste from this source is reprocessed for far outdistancing rates for glass, paper, and other materials. Is it aluminum or steel? That would be Matthias.
Aluminum.
Incorrect. It is steel. In human beings, this compound accounts for approximately 1/2 of a person's body weight and is known by the acronym TBW. Identify this substance. That would be water.
Oh.
This type of medieval architecture is characterized by flying buttresses and gargoyles. Identify this style that is also the name for a style of writing. That would be Jesse.
Gothic.
Gothic is correct. When Melville's Bartleby doesn't want to do what his boss tells him, what does he say? Time. I'd prefer not to, is what he says. Henry Fleming is the protagonist of what novel?
I don't know.
Time, the red badge of courage. Risk and reward time. U.S. rivers is the topic. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments, or you can pass. Stryker, what are you thinking?
Pass.
Gonna pass? All right, looks like they are going to pass. That is the end of the risk and reward round for you. It is now time to clear our scores. Let's bring back in Lima Shawnee. Welcome back to Lima Shawnee. Let's take a look at where our two teams stand. Lima Shawnee stands at 80 points. Stryker stands at 80 points. We are tied. We're just getting started here at this quarterfinal match. Coming up next is our category round where questions are worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points and deductions start. Stay tuned. Welcome back to BGSU Brain Game, and we are tied. Stryker 80, Lima Shawnee 80 points. Before we get to our next round, let's welcome some new players and some returning players. Back in slot number 1 for Stryker is Hunter. And new for us in Stryker in slot number 3 is Braxton, a sophomore. Now for Lima Shawnee in slot number 1, we have Evan, and Evan is a junior. Welcome to our players. This is the category round. Power shifts now a little bit to you. You may choose from 6 categories. Questions in there are worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. But deductions do start now. That's right, they do start now. So if you go for 20, you're actually risking 20 points as well. There is one double or nothing hiding somewhere in there. Could be a game changer. You may confer before buzzing in, not after, and you may steal a question in this round. So we are tied. We did a coin toss at the beginning of this round before it started, and Lima Shawnee won that coin toss. You get to make the first selection.
Anatomy 15.
Anatomy for 15 points. What is the scientific name for the lower jaw? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Mandible.
Mandible is correct. Lima Shawnee takes the lead, keeps control.
20 for anatomy.
20 for anatomy. What is the scientific name for the upper jaw? That would be Sala.
Maxilla.
Correct. Lima Shawnee still in control.
10 for anatomy.
10 for anatomy. What is the scientific name for the collarbone? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
The clavicle.
Correct.
We'll take 25 for anatomy.
Anatomy for 25. What is the scientific name for the shoulder blade? Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Scapula.
Correct. Lima Shawnee in control.
We'll take 30 anatomy.
30 for anatomy. On what part of the human body would you find the scaphoid bone? Time. Wrist is what we needed there. Lima Shawnee in control.
World history 15.
World history for 15 points. Who invented the thermometer in 1593? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Anders Celsius.
Incorrect. Stryker, chance to steal. Time. Galileo. Lima Shawnee in control.
10 world history.
10 for world history. Although he died on the journey, what Portuguese sailor led the fleet of ships that was the first to sail around the world? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Ferdinand Magellan.
Magellan is correct, yes. Lima Shawnee in control.
20 world history.
World history for 20 points. What nationality was Karl Marx? That would be Stryker. Matthias.
German.
He was indeed German. Stryker takes control.
World history, 25.
World history now for 25 points. What English explorer discovered the Hawaiian Islands in the 1700s? Time. James Cook. Stryker in control.
6-letter verbs for 15.
6-letter verbs for 15 points. I will define a verb, each consisting of 6 letters, followed by the first letter of each verb. You are to identify the given verb. To help another person in completing a task, the letter is A. That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Assist.
Correct. Lima Shawnee takes control.
Government jargon for 10.
Government jargon for 10 points. Give the meaning of each of the following acronyms associated with the United States government. CIA. That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew.
Central Intelligence Agency.
Correct. Lima Shawnee in control.
Government jargon, 15.
Government jargon for 15. ATF. That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
Correct. Lima Shawnee in control.
Government jargon for 20.
Government jargon for 20 points. GAO. That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew.
Government Accountability Office.
Incorrect. Stryker, chance to steal. That would be General Accounting Office. Lima Shawnee in control.
AST for 10.
AST for 10 points. Based on the given definition, part of speech, identify each word that contains the letters AST. Noun, a large fortified building usually built of stone. That would be Stryker. Matthias.
Castle.
That is correct. And you get control.
6-letter verbs, 20.
6-letter verbs for 20 points. To blame for, make a claim of wrongdoing or misbehavior against. The letter is A. That will be Stryker. Matthias.
Accuse.
Accuse is correct. Stryker in control, making a move.
Pop music, 15.
Pop music for 15 points. Who wrote the song Shivers? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Ed Sheeran.
Correct. Lima Shawnee takes control.
AST for 15.
AST for 15 points. Noun, the often destructive shock wave of an explosion. That would be Stryker. Braxton.
Blast.
Blast is correct. Stryker takes control.
AST for 20.
AST for 20. Verb, to strike with sudden and great wonder. That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
Astonish.
Astonish is correct. Lima Shawnee takes control.
Government jargon for 25.
Government jargon for 25 points. FISA or FISA. Time. Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. All right, that is the end of the category round. Let's take a look at our score. Stryker 145, Lima Shawnee 200 points. Still anybody's game. Stick around. The brainstorm is coming up next. Stay tuned. Welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Stryker 145, Lima Shawnee 200. We have Jesse returning for us for Stryker in slot number 3. So Stryker, welcome back to Jesse. And that is all the substitutions for this round. Welcome to all of our returning players. This is the brainstorm round. All questions in this round are 20 points. Negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, but no stealing. I repeat, no stealing in this round. Still anybody's game. Are you ready? Here we go. Who was the first Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew.
John Jay.
Correct. What photographer is best known for his black and white photos of Yosemite Park? Time. Ansel Adams. What mineral is the most commonly diagnosed deficiency in the American diet? That would be Stryker. Hunter.
Iron.
Iron is correct. In which desert is Death Valley found? That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
The Mojave.
Mojave is correct. As of January 2024, who is the governor of Michigan? That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew.
Whitmer.
Correct. Next question. Historians believe that this type of writing is the oldest form. Identify this style. That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew.
Cuneiform.
Cuneiform is correct. Fruit bats and various monkey species transmit this deadly virus in many parts of Africa. Name the virus. That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Ebola.
Ebola is correct. Where is the PGA Masters tournament held? That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew.
Augusta.
Augusta is correct. In music, what do we call a broken chord in which the notes are played quickly one after the other? That would be Stryker. Jesse.
Arpeggio.
Arpeggio is correct. Palmetto State, whose motto is Dum Spiro Spero, while I breathe, I hope. That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
South Carolina.
South Carolina is correct. This adjective, which begins with the letter G, means of or relating to the stomach. That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Gastrointestinal.
Gastric is correct. What country contains the major cities of Recife, Salvador, and Sao Paulo? That would be Lima Shawnee. Andrew.
Brazil.
Brazil is correct. With whose assassination would one associate Jack Ruby? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Correct. What is the square root of 121? That would be Lima Shawnee. Sala.
11.
11 is correct. What European country is home to The Hague? Time. That would be the Netherlands. What is the name of the chemical element whose symbol is YB? That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
Ytterbium.
Ytterbium is correct. What president was in office during the Teapot Dome scandal? That would be Lima Shawnee. Evan.
Harding.
Harding is correct. This 2000 end of round, let's take a look at our score. We have Stryker at 185, and our winner with 460 points is Lima Shawnee. Let's give both these teams a big round of applause. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's come around, meet in the middle, shake hands, and we'll see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.